Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today, yes, you can see from the title of this video, from the thumbnail, we are doing a big ol' Glamlite haul. I'm thrilled, quite honestly thrilled. I have been wanting to order from Glamlite for quite a while, but just never could quite take the plunge because, well, just like one reason or another, you know, like couldn't decide what I wanted because there was so much choice. Terrified of that shipping cost, quite honestly. Terrified of the tax and handling fees situation, and just also I just was kind of like, oh, I don't need everything, and you know, I was on a low buy no buy, so I have been wanting to purchase from Glamlite for quite a while, so I took the plunge and I was like, right, let's order the top things that this gal wants. So yeah, if you want to see what I purchased from Glamlite, then please keep on watching, and if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Meg and I like to talk about all the superficial things around here, all the things that don't really matter, but brings a little bit of joy in the everyday grind that can be life, and boy, it can be a grind. We talk about all things makeup, skincare, haircare, homeware and fashion. We talk about them all in some capacity, so if that sounds like a little bit of you, then subscribe, join my family, join my circle of trust, and let's get into this. So before I even get into the details, I just know that some of you are going to ask about shipping, you're going to ask about taxes, handling fees, all of that good stuff, and I got you, girl. I got you. Oh boy, got you both. I got everyone. I'm going to be really open and transparent. Mum, if you're watching right now, if any one of my family is watching right now, and you're feeling judgy, and you're going to be like, oh, let's hope she hasn't spent too much money on makeup, click off now, or fast forward for 60 seconds at least, okay? Because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I spent $305 in my basket. I think it was 30% off site-wide, so I got $122 off. I think that's 30%. I'm doing that like quick maths, so I'm not going to sit here with a pencil and paper, but that meant it was $183 as my subtotal, and I was like, okay, it's a lot, but I'm kind of like comfortable with that money. Well, I was at the time comfortable with that money. And then shipping was $69 as a flat rate. That didn't, I like took things in and out of the basket thinking it was value like dependent. It wasn't. I have this theory, and it might be right, it might be wrong, but I think it's down to like the shipping might be down to the size of the parcel. So if you order like two very small things like a highlighter and an eye primer, I'd be interested to know if the shipping is considerably less. But I added one of the biggest palettes that they sell on Glamlite, so I'm wondering if that meant I had to have the biggest box, therefore my shipping was just never gonna be less than the biggest. I don't know. But yeah, the shipping was $69 and I was like, ugh! It hurt my soul, okay, it hurt my soul. However, because of that discount of $122, it kind of made everything feel better. So in actual fact, when you factor shipping into how much I paid, really I only got 15% off site-wide. Doesn't feel as good as 30% off, but it is what it is. As an international customer, I'm very aware of like taxes, handling fees, shipping, things like that. And it's like, if I was going to pay full price for something, it would have to be absolutely something I could not live without, something limited edition, something I was not prepared to go on living life without, right? So there's just some things that I'm like, yeah, you know what, if it's there when there's a sale on, I'll take the plunge, but I'm not paying full price because shipping is expensive. If you would like me to convert how much I spent on Glamlite to British pounds, I spent £187 and 98 pence. I also incurred a non-Great British Pound purchase fee because I really need to change my bank or something, I don't know. Damn you bank account company. But I got charged £6 and 12 pence for spending money that wasn't a Great British Pound. Discrimination at its highest, I think. So that's how much it was. The total of my order was $252, so what's that, like $65 off? The exchange rate is ghastly. So here I am sitting on the other side of the pond, praying, hoping, wishing, rain dancing that I wasn't going to be absolutely bankrupt by the taxes and handling fees, and to my surprise the parcel force man turns up, knocks on my door, and I see what I suspect to be my Glamlite parcel, and I thought, damn, I haven't paid anything. I went through my bank to double check that I hadn't paid for something, you know, just to make sure. And I realised what she's done, or whoever packed this parcel, whatever happened, what's happened is, this is very sneaky and I like this, this is good, is they've said the value of this box is $10, even though I spent $252 on it, okay? There was. And the detailed description of the contents was a toy, and the category of items was a gift. Now, because they have declared this box as £10 worth of stuff, I don't have to pay taxes on it. Of course, the downside of that is if this got lost, they would have to then incur the £240 worth of damage because they could only claim £10. So that is a risk on their part, 100%, because I didn't ask for them to put this stamp on there. I would have been fully in my rights to say, where's my stuff? I've paid my money for it, right? So they have fully taken the risk on that for my benefit, which I am so appreciative of, to be honest with you. Like, I've never had a problem with missing parcels in the past, not touch wood, but yeah, like this, to say that they said the detailed description of the contents was a toy, you know, they haven't said it was makeup, it was £10 value. I'm just really, I appreciate that. So I'm not going to sit here and say that that's what they do. I'm not sure. They might have done it as an international customer because they know I'm paying £70 for shipping. It might be that I'm paying £70 for shipping because they deliberately do international customers on like a tracked shipping thing, which I did have a tracking number. So it might be that they deliberately did that as an international customer because they know I'm paying so much in shipping, that they deliberately were like, look, we're going to make this a £10 toy that weighs quite a lot, and you know, it won't get lost because we've shipped it with tracking and we'll be able to find it, sort of thing. So I just want to say, like, the service of that I really thoroughly appreciate. Okay, moving on, enough blabbering. I just wanted to give you that information. Let's get in to the haul. I'm filming this when Jake's not in the house so that he can't hear that I've bought more makeup. Does anyone else? Does anyone else do this? I ordered the Michaela collab. I thought I was going to miss out on this, so the fact that I've got this, I am thrilled. I'm thrilled, honestly thrilled. The only things I didn't order from her collection were the lashes and the lip products. I don't think I ordered any lip products from Glamlite, but you'll have to holler at me if you've ever tried their products and if they're any good. If they are, let me know and I will put it on the wish list for like next Black Friday or something. But the two things that I desperately wanted to pick up and that I just really wanted in my collection were her pressed highlighter and of course her eyeshadow palette. I do follow Michaela on TikTok, but I don't have a TikTok. Sorry, this is beautiful. There's me just talking. This is beautiful. Oh, lovely. Glitter. Yay. Let's hope none of them are cracked. No, none of them are cracked. Yeah, I follow Michaela on TikTok. I don't post TikToks, I just watch, but I try not to watch too much TikTok because I literally will waste 2 hours thinking it's been 10 minutes. Like, it's just like a rabbit hole. So as much as I love Michaela and her content, I try not to watch too much TikTok because I will just be stuck on my phone for literal hours. But this palette was one of the palettes where I was like, I'm going to be so gutted if I miss out on this. And when it went out of stock twice, I was like, oh, okay, fine. Just, you know, resign yourself to the fact that you're never going to get this palette. It is what it is. It's just makeup. It's just makeup. It's just makeup. And then when I was able to get it, I was like, it's not just makeup. I've got it. Doesn't this palette just look absolutely stunning to you? Like, honestly, the whole thing. The whole thing. You know I'm attracted to this bit here. You just know I am. Greens and purples. My favourite eyeshadow colours ever. This is so stunning. I love the greens. I love the purples. I love these murky yellows. Obsessed. The blues, stunning. The oranges, like, everything about this palette, it's just, I'm getting passionate. If you watch my hauls, you'll know by now that I kind of just do like 4 shadows with my 4 fingers and I just swatch a few because otherwise we'd be here all day if I swatched everything. I want to swatch Naz. Here, this one, Naz. Bonehead, like that name. Sounds like dickhead, doesn't it? Stunning. I want to do all the metallics apparently. And let's do one matte. So let's do Frisky. Okay, so first impressions. Can you marry your own hand? Here we go, first swatch. Oh, goodness gracious, how smooth. Yes. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my god, hang on, sorry, my pinky never swatches quite how I want it to. But I'm just gonna push that matte along. Look how pigmented that is. Oh my god. How absolutely stunning. You know what? I have work tomorrow. I might put this palette on. Oh, there's even a shade called Gemini and I'm a Gemini. Yes. Here we go. Oh my god, Gemini is such a cute colour. Yes. Oh, Rhodey. Absolutely lush. Kind of matches my nails. I forgot what this one's called. Glow Up. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, it's like a really lovely peachy colour. I like that. And then Manifest. Oh my goodness gracious. This is obviously just a sample of 8 of the eyeshadows, but my goodness, look how stunning they all look. I absolutely cannot wait to play around with this palette. I didn't even see how many shades there were in this palette. I was just ready to dive in. 5 times by 6, 30 pans. 30 pans of deliciousness. I'm very, very excited about this. Honestly, like, the packaging is not my favourite, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. But, you know, it's cute. It's Michaela, and that's what she wanted. That's what she wanted. It's her collab. I can't wait to play around with this. I'm going to play around with this tomorrow for work. It has been decided. And then of course we have the highlighter, which kind of emulates this packaging, but obviously without the glitters. But I actually really, really like this. It's very, very pretty. Again, a little bit boring, but you know, it's her collab. She can do what she wants, you know. You also have a little mirror in here as well. This looks like my sort of gig. Ooh, ready? Oh my god. Oh. Maybe I should have picked up the lip products. Maybe I should have just been literally Michaela 0.2 and I'd have been loving my life. The next thing I purchased was this. This is like such an OG palette. It comes in like this easy bake oven, and here's the Glamlite cake palette. This, I'll be really honest with you, the only, like, I say the only person, but Angelica Nyquist made me want to buy this. Every single time she showcased it, she was like, this is my favourite palette. This is my favourite rainbow palette ever. And I was like, what do you mean this is your favourite rainbow palette ever? I'm not gonna lie, this is absolutely monstrously big and it somewhat offends me, but at the same time it kind of makes me happy too. I can't get rid of this. This is a literal oven. Ready? Ping! Your cake is ready. Oh, look at this. Oh, this looks so pretty. Oh my goodness. It even has the nutrition facts on the back. Look at that. Calorie-free cake. It's the only one I must eat now. I kind of gave into peer pressure because I'll be really, really, really straight with you. I look at this and don't feel very inspired. I've never felt inspired by rainbow palettes, and the reason is because I don't apply the rainbow to my eye every single time I wear makeup. However, if I look at this makeup in sets of like 4 or 6s, like this, I'm then able to create, like, this to me looks like a palette that I'd buy. This to me looks like a palette I'd buy. Maybe not this one. Maybe not this one. But like, when I start to break it down, I like it in quads and in 6s. So I feel like I need to inspire myself. Because when I look at it as just like a rainbow palette, I feel a little bit overwhelmed and I'm like, what is this mess? Like, what do I do with it? Like, what do I do with this? So I think this is like a staple. I think I needed this. I'm not sure, but I needed this little easy bake oven. So regardless of the palette, I need it for the little oven. This is like my little childhood dreams come true. Look at this. Let's swatch. I'm only going to swatch 4 because the Michaela one I went a bit chaotic and it's going to take ages. I'm going to go into guava. Let's go into birthday cake. Let's go in key lime. And let's do, I want to do lavender, but let's do blue raspberry. Why not? Oh, that's pretty. Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, the blue raspberry is like more like it feels like a satin with lots of shimmer in it, whereas the guava felt more metallic. Like, can you see that bottom blue there? It's like shimmery, but not metallic. Let's just go over it again. Maybe I didn't pick up enough. I mean, it's nice. I feel like it's gonna be nice on the eyes. That's a little sample of the palette there. I feel like I'm gonna really enjoy playing around with this palette, to be fair. So when it comes to colour and things like that, I think this is gonna be one of those palettes that I don't realise how much I love it until I start using it. Especially because it has so many colourful mattes. Like, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 metallics. And that leaves, what is this, 12 mattes and 8 metallics, so it's 20 pounds matte. But like, that's quite a good ratio for colours as well, because I feel like you get a lot of coloured metallics. I'm not sure about the mirror, to be honest with you. I just rather fold it over, I think. But I think I'm going to really like this palette. I feel like it's going to be a love that develops over time. I mean, the packaging, I could just not open it and just display it, if nothing else. I just love this so much. The next palette I picked up was the biggest one. I told you this was the biggest one. This is absolutely huge. Again, how can I get rid of this packaging? Equally, where the bloody hell am I going to store this? Like, maybe it can just sit here like my little ice cream truck. I feel like once I've decluttered everything and all my decluttering is all over, I need to do like a final video of just like organising my makeup and, I don't know, yeah, just like rejigging it, reorganising it. Are you ready? Oh my god, it's even like a van on the back. How can I ever get rid of this? I literally can't. Ready? La 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 la. I mean, it's the most excessive thing you've ever seen, isn't it, to be honest with you? But like, I literally love it. I literally love it. This would be much easier to store than this, but I kind of want to keep it in this. So here we have the ice cream palette. We've got like this lovely metal decor piece, like what's actually plastic, and like the sprinkles. I'm covering this up because it's going to blind you. Ready? Nothing is broken. We got a fat with a capital P mirror and all of these divine shades. I actually like that the shades are a little bit smaller, just like the Michaela palette. Unlike the cake palette where the pans are a little bit bigger, I was a bit like, whoa. Whereas these are like a good size pan in my eyes. I feel like this would be a lovely complementary palette, as well as being able to create looks with just this palette, you know, alone. Especially these pinky raspberry shades as well. It's going to really help with these. And I love the metallics as well. Like, you've got some real lovely pastel metallics. I feel like you don't see that very often, especially with pastels in a palette. Like, this to me is like pastels and then like accompanying shades up here. So let's swatch 4. Let's go with lemon. Let's go for a neutral. Cookie dough. Oh wow. Oof. Let's go for honey lavender. And let's go for black cherry. I feel like by now, sorry, hang on, sorry, I was about to say, by now we know what the formula feels like. Sorry, my camera battery died. That was low-key rude in the middle of me having an absolute existential crisis about this beautiful yellow. That is probably the most metallic butter-like yellow ever. We then had, what was this, cookie dough. Ready? Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, I like that. We then have honey lavender. Okay, she's a builder. She is a builder. We then have black cherry. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, I want that on my lids. That yellow, honestly, has captivated my heart though. The metallics in these palettes are absolutely stunning. Really, really versatile palette. I probably wouldn't pick this one for like going away traveling or anything like that. Like, this is a very unique, like, you're after something specifically. This isn't a rainbow palette, you're after something very specific, a specific look. The metallics in here do lend themselves very well for making this palette even more versatile. For example, you could do a very like neutral look with the 2 browns in here, or like a warm toned orangey look, or just a neutral look with one of the pops of colours on here. That would look really, really lovely, and maybe a touch of one of the pastels. So I feel like this palette actually does lend itself very well together. It's a very well constructed, that's what I'm trying to say. It's very well constructed, and I look forward to creating some nice looks with this. Very unique in my collection. Okay, this palette was probably the one that I was kind of like, do I really need this? This is the Red Velvet Cupcake. I should have probably said this. What is this actually called? Just the cupcake? The Red Velvet Cupcake. So you get another little easy bake oven. Not as obsessed with this one as I was with the other one. However, you might have just got a sneak peek there. Are you ready? So, cute little oven. It's a cupcake. It's a cupcake with sprinkles. It's a cupcake with sprinkles. Why am I so easily entertained by these things? Like, look how the thing is, right? I can't get rid of this. But like, look how big the palette is in comparison. Do you see my dilemma? I feel like this palette, packaging wise, is like a hybrid of the ice cream palette and the cake palette. This is beautiful. I regret nothing. This is beautiful. I mean, you can kind of tell, like with the eyes I've got on today, all my makeup is always listed down in the description bar below even. But I love like warm eyes. Like, I love, right, raspberry pink eyes, or like sunset eyes, as well as green eyes, as well as purple eyes. But like purple and like sunset go together, which is why I kind of like them both. This is beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, right, let's swatch this one. What's this one? This one's Cake Mix. Let's swatch Buttery. Let's swatch Decadent. And what else should we go for? I don't like the name Super Moist. That makes me feel uncomfortable. So let's make myself feel uncomfortable. Why not? Are you ready? Oh my stun. Oh my goodness. Sorry, what? These are so creamy and just, Oh my god, that one. This one. What the hell is that? That is absolutely majestic. I want that all over my eyes, like my entire face. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait to get this onto my face, onto my eyes. I just can't wait. I also picked up the Icing. The ultimate base for vibrant eyeshadows. Instant results. It looks like a little icing tube. Look at this. Is that not so sweet? It's very, very cute. I picked mine in the shade Classic Vanilla. There's a little icing piping bag. How sweet is that? That's really sweet. This is a lot of primer. This is a lot of primer. It's a 15 gram, 0.52 fluid ounce. This is half the size of a foundation. This is half the size of a foundation. That's how much primer you get. That is a lot. I'm probably never going to use all of this in my entire life. But yeah, Classic Vanilla was the one shade up from white. I like the precise tip. I didn't quite want white because I think sometimes on me, like if I do white, it can actually emphasize my dark under eyes. I don't want to go into it, but like I just feel like that's how it goes. Okay, so here's the primer. Very, very lovely. Let's blend this out. Oh, that's really opaque. Okay, well, I'm interested about this. I think this is gonna be fun. I don't have a lot of eye primers. I feel like primers are one of those things where some primers work and some primers are a gimmick. I think the eye primer does work because it really does stop the oils coming through on your eyelid. But with some eye primers with me, they are dry, like really, really dry, and they just make my eyelids feel dry and just suck the life out of me. So hopefully this one doesn't do it. It went on quite creamy and quite opaque. I feel like you won't need a lot. I would probably put a little bit on the back of my hand and pick it up with a brush or a sponge, or just the back of like pat it with my finger, just to not over apply it, because if you over apply, that's just as bad as like not putting anything on to begin with, you know? It would just get all creasy. Oh, I picked up some booze. Oh my god, this is so exciting. I'm gonna try and do an autopsy on this to see if I can get it off without damaging the sticker, and I'll be 2 seconds. I managed to get all 4 palettes out of the packaging without ripping this beautiful, like the cap on top, which you're supposed to rip to open the palette. What I did was I basically cut my fingers in half by opening the bottom of it, because there was like a sticker here. So I opened it and squeezed my fingers in to basically try and keep the cap on all of these. Basically, my plans in my head is keep these in storage until one day we have a home where I can have a mini bar area, and then these are going to go on display. Maybe not the wine one, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll think about the wine one later, but these two certainly, because they're stunning. And this one, to be fair. These can all go on display on like the back of the drinks cabinet that I have planned. I have divine plans for these. Jake doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to keep them under wraps. One day when I have my little drinks cabinet area, like the shelves in my head, it's all a Pinterest board. Life is a Pinterest board. These are going to go there. So I've bought makeup and decor. Look at me. Look at me. Full of ideas. I just want to quickly swatch Super Moist again. Let's go just like this, maybe. Oh, well, that is quite a different colour, isn't it? When you look at it like that, that's quite a different colour. So maybe swatch another one. Let me swatch that buttery again. Yeah. Oh my god, that comes off quite deep. That's interesting. So the metallics definitely go on more pigmented, like more full of opacity, but that one is that one there, and I think there is quite a significant difference there, that they're deeper. They're much deeper. Okay, I'll have to play around with this. That's quite interesting. I've never seen that before. Okay, so here we go, the cocktail collection. So I'll be really straight with you. I'm actually not a massive fan of the actual packaging themselves. Like, they just look like the drinks that they're supposed to represent. I'm sure you've seen them. It's like not brand new at this point. Let's start off with the chocolate martini palette. Now this, I would be really interested to see a comparison of this and the Natasha Denona bronzed palette. I'd be really interested to see a comparison of that. If you want to see a comparison of that, let me know. I just feel like this echoes, like very much echoes that palette. So, I mean, this is much smaller and it's actually, dare I say it, a little bit prettier. In fact, it's a lot prettier than the Natasha Denona bronze palette, I think. But like a bit more versatile, you know, like not so one-noted. So it'll be interesting to see a comparison of those two. Maybe I can do that at some point if you'd like to see that. Let's swatch. I want to swatch Happy Hour. And let's do Extra Lit, All Night. And let's do Dark Chocolate. So this is the, oh, that's pretty. I was expecting that to be a little bit more blue, but it's actually quite purple. It's actually really nice. Oh, that's nice as well. I've got to say, I'm most impressed with Glamlite's, oh god, that was a bit patchy, that's my swatching. I'm most impressed with Glamlite's metallic formula rather than their matte. Their matte formula is nice, I've noticed throughout the palettes, so I'm just re-swatching the mattes again. That's really, really lovely, isn't it? That is really lovely. I didn't actually see how much rose tones in this before I swatched it, and actually these two here are rose tones. These are more warm, these are more like neutral and cool, and this one is a really good deepening shade. I really want to swatch this one up here as well. This one is Vanilla Vodka. Right, let's just swatch it here. Probably the worst place to swatch it ever. Ooh, that's really pretty. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like white yellow reflect, kind of really pretty. That is actually really, really pretty. I really like this palette. This is going to be a really lovely neutral palette. This is so easy, so perfect. I'm happy with this one. And the next one I have here is the Margarita palette. This one, again, it reminds me of the Colourpop Malibu Barbie palette to some extent. I feel like without the greens, it looks very much like the Malibu Barbie palette. So again, I could easily do a comparison of that. I could easily do like a comparison on all these palettes and sort of duping them out, or like saying, do you really need them, or are they similar, or do they like dupe the vibe of. But this is really, really pretty. It's very colourful. It is very mid-toned. There's nothing really like, there's no depth to this, and I do like depth in my palettes typically. However, I'm more than happy to play around and not have depth in a palette, especially when I'm doing something really fun and poppy. So more than happy to not have that, but this wouldn't be something I'd go to on like a daily basis. I have to swatch this green. If I don't swatch this green, is it even me? This is Spicy Jalapeno. Oh my god, it's so stunning. I also want to do Presidente. I want to do Tasty Mango actually as my matte choice. Let's do Watermelon, why not? Oh my god. Get all over my body. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, that's pretty. Oh my god, that's a pretty blue. Ooh, I think I actually have a blue in my collection that's like that. That's like literally the shade of my nail polish. In fact, this eyeshadow is more shiny than my glittery nail polish. I love that for me. Right, okay, we're here. Oh, look at that. That's that mango shade. That is a really interesting yellow. Yeah, that's cool. The bottom shade there is the watermelon shade. That is really, really beautiful. Honestly, like, that is so fun. And those four shades, I feel, even just represent this palette so well in terms of it being bright, colourful, fun. This is going to be fun. These two are probably the ones I'm most excited for in this happy hour collection, and that is the wine palette and the Dirty Martini. Dirty Martini, come on now, behave. We knew I was going to pick this up. We can talk about this one last because I'm most excited for that one. The wine palette, again, I love purples, although I don't love the bottle packaging. I mean, this is alright, but I feel like it's, yeah, I think it's the font actually. I think it's actually the font I don't like because it just looks a little bit clunky. Regardless of that, this palette looks so pretty. At what point do you just say, why bother making any other purple palette? This is everything you need. Let's go for Napa. Let's go for Pinot Noir. Let's go for Cabernet Sauvignon. Concord Grape. Oh man, that is pretty. Yeah, like what other purple palette do you actually need in your life other than this? Look at that. Again, it's just a sample of 4. It is just a sample of 4 and it's just beautiful. Obviously with this being just a purple palette, like this is just a purple palette. I would say like from a wine perspective, I would like to have seen some more burgundies and some more like pale like white wine shades and maybe like a rose tone for like a rosé, and to have it kind of broken out like that. Don't get me wrong, I love it because it's a purple palette and I love purples. This one I also want to swatch the shade Sparkling. I've just seen that on camera and I was like, I need to swatch that before anything else. Thank you very much. I'm going to swatch it here because it's awkward. Okay, that didn't actually work out so well for me because I couldn't get the angle right, but that is really, really pretty. That's really pretty. But yeah, although this is a lovely, lovely purple palette, it is somewhat one-noted. You know, you look at the Margarita palette, for example. You look at this palette and there is no one note about it. It is tropical, it's fun, there's a lot of different options. And even with a neutral palette, even with the Chocolate Martini palette, although this is neutral, there's a lot of different options there. Like I was saying earlier, warm tones, neutral tones, rose tones. I'm out of focus, but there's lots of different options. Even though the wine palette has lots of different iterations of purple, like the blurple, the mauvia purples, the brighter purples, the pastel purples, the lavender purples, you know, like it's got lots of different purples. It just feels slightly one-noted, a bit more, not one-noted, monochromatic, which is fine. I'm just letting you know that that's the only one that I was a bit like, okay. You know, we could have seen something just a little bit different in this palette, to call it a wine palette. But that's just my comments. Okay, finally, last but not least, certainly not least, is the Dirty Martini. I don't even like dirty martinis, but I'll drink from this glass. Okay, I need to swatch Green Olive, but I don't want to ruin the motif, so just let me capture this on camera now. This glorious day when Green Olive had this motif. Because I tell you what, it's not going to have it any longer. Bye! I also want to swatch a Vodkatini. Oh! Olive Lover. I want to swatch all of this, so you just know I do. Oh my good lord. Dry Vermouth. Oh, look at that matte. Hello! You're here. Oh my god. I also want to swatch High Class. And let's go for Crisp. I just basically want to swatch all the metallics. Do you guess that by now? I don't even think we have room for all of this, but you know, when in, oh my lord, have mercy on this beauty. Okay, I'm very happy with this. If you couldn't tell, I don't really want to wash this off, but I need to, because I need to pack all of this away because Jake will be home and see how many eyeshadow palettes I've bought. Does anyone else hide their makeup from their boyfriend? It's not like he's gonna, you know, he'll just be disappointed. He won't be angry, he'll be disappointed, which is worse. Okay, my summary, my synopsis of this is I have to find somewhere to store 2 literal children's toys. Maybe that's why she put toys on the packing parcel, because she was like, what adult really orders an ice cream truck for Christmas? I mean, I do. And many people do, but I love it. I have to find somewhere to store these. I have to not stay up all night thinking about this palette in particular. I've got my Michaela palette sitting to the right, ready to bless my face tomorrow for work. Oh, and this one, I forgot to mention this one. Cutie. It's a cutie. Oh, and the highlighter. The highlighter was sexual as well. The only thing I'm not sure on is the eye primer. Let me know down below if you have tried this eye primer, how do you find it? Because obviously I'm going to try it myself anyway, but I'd like to know if you've already had experience with this and like you have particular techniques of how to use it, because I've never experienced with a primer where the eyeshadow goes on like literally darker than what it should be. Like sometimes that happens, but not for even metallics. I don't know, like I've never had that before, so very intriguing, and I feel like this is going to be a learning curve primer, but equally because of that it might make my eyeshadow stay on brighter for longer, who knows. I'm very intrigued about this, so yay me! I ordered lots of stuff from Glamlite and I have nowhere to put it. Nowhere. My drawers are bursting, honestly they are. It's terrifying. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. If you own anything from Glamlite or you've just done an order yourself, please let me know what you bought or what you own. And if you own lots of things, what's your favourite thing that you own? Basically, like, tell me what you have, and if there's something that I've missed that I need to put back on my wish list, or like put it on the wish list to purchase on the next sale, because I've got quite a lot of bits here. I definitely haven't got everything. I haven't got all of her OG palettes, like the burger palette, the taco palette, the donut palette. Like I haven't got all of those. But do I need them? Are they going to change my life? Because if they are, then I need to know about it, don't I? And if you've never ordered from Glamlite and you don't own anything from them, has anything that I've shown you today piqued your interest? Have you ever even desired anything from Glamlite? Like, just what are your general thoughts on the whole Glamlite system? What's your general thoughts? Tell me down below. Do you own anything? Do you not? Do you think I've missed out on anything? Do you think I should have not bought any of this? Let me know your thoughts, because I'm genuinely interested in what you have to say about brands that I showcase on my channel. But thank you so much, guys, for watching today's video. I really do appreciate it. Thumbs this video up if you have enjoyed. Talk to me down below. Like I said, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell because then you'll be notified of all the videos I upload. I upload every other day, which is like 3 to 4 videos a week. So yeah, like subscribe for all of that content. I have a full-time job. This is my hobby and I grind. And once you've done that, please stay safe, take care, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.